We're not worried about where the hole is. Focus strictly on distance, and we're trying to get that as close to the fringe as possible. All right, so we're going to hit a few here, and I'm just going to walk around and see how y'all do.
Closest two for a buck?
Sure, put a little pressure on it. I mean, putting, I actually like that. Mr. Core said put a buck on it for the closest one
Does it
to
still
the
have to be on the
fringe.
green though?
I like that because putting, that's where we get a lot of the pressure and a lot of the nerves. So it's always fun to play putting games or whatever for $1 or something, just to put a little bit of pressure on your game. So that's good. Same hole. We got this steep slope here. Who likes this shot?
Nope.
Nobody? Nobody wants to put it here? Not even your drive? Did you want your drive here? 150 into par 5. Right of our green. Okay. We're on a pretty steep slope, so don't mind it. Right side of the bump. What club would y'all hit? Would you hit your 150 club?
No, because I want my miss to be short of that trap on the right.
Okay. Is that you, Mr. Kyle? What would you hit?
I think I'd hit the 150 and try to clear the bunker. It's safer on the back.
The one on the right?
On the right.
Okay.
Maybe I would hit to 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd hit about 140 and choking up on the club coming down there, just try to aim where Jim was saying, just left of that right bunker.
Okay. So I just kind of went around, worked on each of you with with what you're kind of working on with your putting and everything. One thing I kind of wanted to touch on, so we've got some different putters here. We've got Mr. Yoshida with a heel shafted, but a mallet. We've got a heel shafted blade, similar to mine, a little bit different shaft job. And then we've got a center shafted putter with the mallet. So if we all take our clubs, kind of hold them on our palm like this, you can see where the putter toe, I'm talking about the toe, I'm talking about this, where that hangs, right? So we've got Mr. Yoshida here, if you look at his, pretty flat, maybe a slight toe hang. We've got center shafted with a mallet. This is going to be about as stable a face as possible. So that's going to be very flat like that. Okay. And then we've got Mr. Thomas here. Toe is hanging almost completely down. Very similar to mine. Mine hangs at about 45 degrees. Now I know, so practice doesn't make perfect, right? We all know that expression. Perfect practice makes perfect. So that's good. So,
Kept it under the breeze that
under the
time.
breeze, I like it. Working on our shot trajectory.
See, I don't practice when you're out there because there's a good chance of taking out the instructor.
Awesome. Well, that's good. That's good. We're going to start. Mr. Kyle brought up that he'd like to go to the bunkers. I said, great. Bunkers are my favorite part of the game. Anybody know why the bunker shot's my favorite shot in the game?
Because you don't hit the ball.
That's right. It's the only shot where we don't really have to hit the golf ball. How great is that? That's great. We don't have to hit the golf ball, you know?
There's more margin for error, right?
There is. There's more margin for error. Some of y'all said y'all fight lifting up the head.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of...
I don't know. I hear that all the time. Well, you lift up.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Hey,
I don't necessarily think lifting up your head's a bad thing. It's where our hands are to hit the ball. Our head's not hitting the golf ball.
I have a tendency, John, to rush it, so I tend to pull the handle.
And you pull the handle in.
And then I whack it, and as a result, I think I don't get earth contact.
Okay. So you tend to hit the middle of the ball a little bit. Get a little bit of that. Anybody else here hit some thin shots before? Probably.
Yeah.
I have. Came out here and practiced before we started.
How's
and
a
I
rocket
hit about
there?
10 thin in a row.
you see, there is a third shot.
So
A little contagious here.
contagious. I don't want to hear that. If it's bad. If it's good, yeah. Let's be contagious. Is that the alternate miss?
Yeah, it was there. I
Pulling the handle, kind of
pulled the
jabbing
handle
down
and
at it.
then I
Okay. So, okay. So just go like y'all are playing.
Oh,
So
like we're playing. Okay.
we're just simulating like we're playing. So Mr. Deming is actually away. Mr. Yoshida's in his pocket. Tried to go over the bunker. Alright, not our best. But let's hold on 1 second here. He took the safe route and hit a poor shot. So his next mistake was there, right? But at least he's still putting for a chance at bogey. So that takes away triples and doubles. Occasionally, if we even have a chance at bogey. We wanted, ideally, what Mr. Core has here, which is a chance for par. He played the safe shot as well, executed a little better. He's got a much more reasonable putt at par. But even Mr. Deming, who hit, no offense, a poor shot, still had an opportunity to get up and down for his bogey from a reasonable spot with a putter in his hand. So now Mr. Core is flagged one up.
The first one was 2 inches away.
But he's got, right there even, 6 feet for bogey. Much more reasonable. Now Mr. Kyle, this was the other option, right? We could take the safe route, or if we felt comfortable with the shot, actually hit the pitch shot over the bunker. And that's where Mr. Kyle is now. In good spot, looking to save par here. So, let's go ahead. Proceed. Go ahead if you like. Okay. Gonna salvage our double though. Just fine. And Mr. Core saves his bogey. Now, Mr. Yoshida here, not to pick on him or anything, he took the pitch shot, wasn't comfortable with it, ended up in the water. In a moment of frustration maybe, he said, I'm going to try that shot again, does it again. Now he takes his drop smartly. Say he 2 putts, what's he made? 3, 4 in, drop 5, 6 in, drop 7, 8, 9. Mr. Kyle liked the shot. He made a 6, had a really good look at 5. Mr. Core and Mr. Deming took the safe shot. One executed a little bit better, made a 6 safely.
7.
7. That beats 9. All of those beat 9. So, see why maybe take the trouble out of play on all this.
Absolutely.